Good morning, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more Final Fantasy XIV. So, last time around, we started dealing with the final missions of the Arcadian and also continue the main scenario. I'm going to try and do a bit more of that today, mostly trying to see if I can finish the Arcadian. But I remembered that I actually had some footage regarding beast tribes that I wanted to try and get out there. So I'm gonna put that on while I have my breakfast, and hope you guys enjoy. So see you all when that's over. Alright, Yakui Part 1. Now that we're getting to the continuation of the story. Let's do this. It's always good to see you at Shelter, Sparks. You will be pleased to hear I have finished reading Dortorga's Living Sepulchre, and it was just as illuminating as we had hoped. There are more good tidings as well. Kerbalor spread word of our work throughout Warlord's Echo, and another Yakui has joined us, ready and eager to contribute. He brought with him a stone golem which our people used in ancient times to build a very settlement that stretches below us. I am unfamiliar with their workings myself, but I know that long ago some among us could bend stone to their will. Here the golem can work without tiring, making them perfect beasts of burden. For despite our strength, even Yakui require rest. With a golem at our disposal, we can make progress towards our goal day and night. You want to see it in action, yes? I would be happy to show you, but it is ancient and must be tested thoroughly before we set it to work. For now, allow me to show you a sepulchre and share with you what I learned about the pact. Come on, will you? This is actually part 1, because I remember I did the other parts of continuation on stream, but this is a recording. I'm just saying part 1 as a way of keeping track, so I don't forget, because I'm not doing a full stream as I am recording this. So, because I just do not have time for that. But I still want to make more progress and not miss out on doing all my dailies. Once I found the threads connecting the glyphs on the sepulchre to those on the nearby pillars, I was able to piece their story together. They told of Dortorga's life here, and of course, the pact. Apparently, the close bond Dortorga's forebears came to share with the spirits was formed almost entirely by chance. Makes sense. The Yakui living here drank a corn liquor called Kurkahira to warm their bodies against the cold. One particularly frigid day, they noticed the spirit lingering about near where the liquor was stored, as if drawn by the scent of the drink. Thus the Yakui made their first offering, curious as to what would happen. The once temperamental spirits became placid almost at once, friendly even. In fact, they started visiting often, regaling the Yakui with their strange games and charming antics. Eventually the altar was built, and the pact was performed to serve the spirits their favorite libation. Over generations, their bond deepened. But each generation of Yakui numbered fewer than the last. Dortorga saw her family depart one by one until only she remained. Even so, she was not lonely. Her parents lived on in her memory, and the spirits were by her side. Dortorga's sepulchre contained vivid scenes of her frolicking in the snow with the spirits, them gazing up at the moonlit sky together. One passage was dedicated to the time she and the spirits saw the frost blooms. The flower blossomed only rarely, and Dartorga had plainly cherished the moment. The story ends so suddenly because she... My apologies, Sparks. Her absence pains me, but this feeling means she is yet with me. That is enough. Dartorga's sepulchre has shown us the way. An offering of Kirk here is sure to calm the spirits once again. Since Corbula manages our foodstuff, he should know how soon the corn liquor can be ready. Let's ask him, Sparks. Yeah, we're gonna need it. I haven't heard of Kirk here before, but it explains the corn's odd flavor. It was never meant to be eaten. We recently found a ruined building, and I thought it might have been a kitchen or something out of like. Now I'm thinking that's where they made the drink. Dartorga has given us a gift truly. We know what to restore next. The golem would help us complete that test much faster. Its testing should hopefully be done by now. We should go check on them. This will actually be my first time seeing a golem with my own eyes. Another new experience for which I have Dartorga to thank. Look at her. For our first spirits seems lighter than ever. Dartorga must be proud. I heard they were testing the golem on the outskirts of Warrior's Echo. You're in for a sight, Sparks. Best get going before you miss the show. I mean, I've seen these things before. I really need to choose my true favorite to be my regular mounts, but I actually like variety. I do wish they had just put a normal crossing there. Yeah, I have a mission to turn in, but that mission will not help me advance things. I better save it so that I get an extra 60. Ooh, a different type of gold. Hopefully it'll be available as a mount. You seem to recognize our new stony friend. Have you encountered one of these before? You fought them in Yaktel? Why is there any corner of Thrall that does not bear your footprints? This golem was apparently used for building, so we need not worry about being attacked, even if it was. We'll be moving until we have what we need. This is the fresh volunteer I spoke of. Although he was kind enough to bring the golem, it appears something is lacking. If you tell us what it is, perhaps we can help. Something's wrong with the parts that make it move. Tell me, what do you know about the golems? Only that they were used long ago. I never had a chance to see them build Warlord's Echo. I would very much like to hear more about them. Perhaps even Sparks here would learn something new. Very well. I take it even a youngling like you knows that some Yakui were masters of the stone around us. Although many now know them as machines of war, their original purpose was to shoulder the burden of physical labor. They built our houses and paved the ground beneath our feet. The secrets of stone were passed down through generations. My forebears were proud of what their knowledge had provided our people. But then we foolishly went to war. The servants we had used for creation were instead outfitted to destroy. The golems were turned into weapons. When peace came again, we looked to less cumbersome and dangerous tools. The golems fell into disuse and gathered dust in the storehouses. When I heard of your work here, I knew it was a chance to prove their worth once again. I brought this golem all the way here on my own, but the long years haven't been kind to its delicate parts. I think I understand. You require replacements, yes? That's right. And spare parts aren't exactly easy to come by, so we'll have to make them ourselves. If you tell me what you need, I can ask one of our artisans to make them. She means me, but you must swear not to use them as weapons again will definitely be my stance. Believe me, I couldn't do that even if you asked me. All its armaments have long since ceased to function. I have not the skill or desire to repair it. My best guess is that the energy transmission components in our golem are worn out. To make more, you need parts that are highly conductive to magical energies. That should get it moving. You know, I think Verfertar can help us out with this problem. Contact, let's see if he can procure the materials we need. I noticed that this guy didn't get a name, even though they're important to the story. That is actually a real shame, because I do think that all important story relevant characters should have names. Not all characters, obviously. They're NPCs whose only purpose is to just exist. Good news, Sparks. Verfertar was able to use his connection to provide us with highly conductive materials. These should be enough to make components that will enhance the flow of energy through the golem's body. Can I count on you to craft them? If you resupply materials, just ask Verfertar for more. Good luck, Sparks. If we can get that golem walking again, we'll have both the brewery and the altar fully restored in no time. Of course, they have to be high quality. Good news, the Remax left. Yeah, that's one of the things that actually I remember was something that comes up is the fact that this could be useful for leveling. Are you finished? Oh, I can barely wait. Fantastic work, although I expected no less. Still, to think you could craft a perfect replacement part for a mechanism so ancient, truly your imagination astounds me. While you were doing the creative part, we managed to find some stone, which should help patch up some of the other wear and tear. Let us return to the Keeper. Assuming everything goes to plan, then our long project will be as good as finished. Hearing right now is them getting to work. So the kitchen should be repaired. Oh no, they got the altar done first. Okay. Fun. I expected them to get the kitchen done, but I guess it doesn't make a difference which part they do first. Oh no, they did both. Okay. Fair. Well, they would have done one or the other, not both. Look what everyone's hard work has achieved. The golem, too, was every bit as helpful as we had hoped. The breathless altar is restored at last. Now we only need to wait for the Kirkahar to ferment and the pack can begin. Until then, there are plenty of odds and ends to wrap up. By the way, Sparks, would you like to share a drink with me when it is done? Of course! Here's the first batch of Peru used for the ritual, but I see no harm in a little indulgence afterwards. Nothing is sweeter than the fruits of one's labor, after all. With the restoration of Kirkahar House and the Breathless Altar, Zergote, the Open Armed, has been restored to its former glory. Keep assisting for her to ensure this successful pack will restore peace to Arpacha. Yay! I get additional quests for today because we finished it. But that'll be where we stop for now, and we'll go on with different other content. So see you all in a bit. Alright, so just gonna close that for now. We will come back to it later, as there is 2 more parts that I want to do. There we go. Alright, so as before, we'll be queuing for the 2 bits that I want to do. Might take a bit longer for them to pop right now because of the fact that it's early in the morning and there's less people online. But we'll see. I might get lucky. Looks like we're actually going to be continuing with the main scenario. I might rename the video if we don't get on to the Arcadian stuff today. So, yeah. Should be fun. Let's see how it goes. Creatures have survived.
Phoblopaths. Oh! Actually, the enemy was fought before. Get behind something. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet. I'm very much focused on the problem. Might not finish it off for it. Yay, we did it. Alright, our loot. A ring that's better than one of the ones I have. Cool. Got the chest plate of maiming, which is pretty sure better than the one that I have. That's good. Okay. Whoa. Stone there. Did people figure out a way to make a second dome? If so, that's good. There's definitely going to be surviving. I think definitely. Almost certain. Yes, it isn't actually better than anything I have equipped, unfortunately. Ready. Still. Okay. Now I understand. Damn it. Okay. Now I understand. Sort of. The healer's down and neither of our other party. Oh wait, no. One of the people is down. Smart move! Don't have a lot of them. But getting themselves up. Heal yourself, please. Okay. Don't have the they don't have the mana to revive you yet. There. Follow the others for now. Don't stand next to the tank. That's my first time here. I have for now. Get her. Finish it. Okay, the gloves are almost certain. You can't glamour while you're in the middle of a dungeon, so I'm gonna have to deal with having these gloves for a bit. Okay, so the really cool gear that I saw in the trail, in the like preview for this patch is the dungeon gear. That's cool. Means I'm gonna have to play through the dungeon a few times to really cool set. I wouldn't mind glamoring for my current armor set. Yeah, the crossover outfit is nice, but I prefer in-universe outfits. I know that a lot of people are happy about the whole removal of limitations regarding glamours, and I am too. So a lot of outfits I think would work well with classes that they have designed for, if dyed right. Like pretty much all red mage outfits would work if they were blue or blue mage. This is Treno. Ooh. I mean, fought a Griffin before. It's interesting seeing how all the lightning Thanks. The previous person response was wind magic rather than lightning. Barely made it that far. They may already have those. That's why they're different. Okay. Damn it. There. There we go. We win. Huh, it's first place really amazing. The healer did a good job. Oh, I didn't get the orchestra roll. Oh well. It's still fun. How much time do we have? Oh, still got an hour, so we still could get through the Arcadian. Just depends on how long this bit takes.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
Apparently.
So the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Yeah.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale.
And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Yep.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Oh, person. Malala. Lots of Malala.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
It wasn't a problem at all.
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to.
Understandable.
It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it has stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Like you need permission. You're the queen and this is part of your land.
Of course you can.
No, I cannot.
You
Treno
and
is
your
independent.
companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality.
Yay.
Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
Nah.
With your permission, then. But before we go... Allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Okay.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Sphene shares her story and everything else that's happened. We go and explore the city. Okay. We don't actually have the thing for glamoring this on us right now. So, let's just check through the rest of our gear and upgrade accordingly. Because that was earring of that thing. One moment. Yeah, I have a file specifically for keeping track of gear. So 55 is the new dungeon one. This one dark blue. In fact, no. Give that one yellow, and this one. Alright. Now, it was the Fending Earring that we managed to get. Okay. Now, let's move on to the next one. See if we got any others that we can upgrade. Yes, actually, the necklace for slaying. Visually upgrade, we'll also upgrade. Ooh, and also the Reaper, the maiming torso. Okay. That's better than something, yeah. Ninja. Reaper. Quick semi-raptor. Reaper. Viper is our main one. Point stations. Did we upgrade any of these? That's one of those ones where it covers your face, but you can't actually hide it. So that's healing is 755. What else did we get? We also got the bracelets. Is that it? Yep, just the bracelets. Still, it's something. Nothing for any of the bard or magic classes. Okay. It's something. We're better than we were. But we'll probably end up running that dungeon a few times with expert roulette and other things to maximize how much we get. Wyatt, our new friends, thanks again for making short work of our foe. If you guys have trouble seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. Yeah, we want to help out. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. For anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you right. Just tip it down your throat. Oh, but this is not going to be pleasant at all. Oh. And it's warm.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing.
That means it's working.
Yay.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
He's cute. Got to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lumley, and that was me introducing our victory earlier, announcing our victory. And since grandmother sent you help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Really, never need to remember to level up my trust system. Yes, repair. Considering you want to be put to work, if you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. You've already helped protect the city. If our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? Sorry, of course you're sure. It would be rude of me to doubt. It's just, it's not every day we get visitors, let alone when they came up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. It might be a while before some of waiting to work. There are a few of them. Even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from the water. We appreciate that. Thank you, Lovely. You're the ones doing me a favor. Here, take this badge. I'll deliver some to town hall so you get to areas you have If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Rest assured that I can handle pouring liquid into a cup. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Sparks, why don't you make rounds to the southern parts of Iraha and I shall tend to the north. Let's go and acquire some insights. You must be one of those visitors Lummel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting though. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and coughed a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. We're on the 11th sick as something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures to find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothes to keep your cannons active. These who fell will all be put to good use. Thanks again. Yeah, that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And And you brought sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you, I'm dead on my feet after that battle. I don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skill sharp though, so in a way I'm glad for it. And I learned a thing or two from watching you. I can't wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improving geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face, if ever I saw one, and what's that in your hand? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but battle doesn't feel over until I've had a couple of sleepless reps. I'm proud to say that I have some small part of preparing too. The herbs come from my very own grove. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated from remarkable plants with potential to mitigate the likelihood effects. And with as many hives as we have this time on the nation's stomachs, it's entirely possible to find new varieties of herbs amongst our harvests. What's over here? Okay, this is almost certainly going to be important later. Let's head back to our start point and wrap up this quest. Yeah, we're definitely gonna rename this. There's no way we're gonna get Arcadian done in what little time we have left. So I'll rename this video after it's over. Between three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from levels. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned?
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
I doubt it's a similarity, I'm sure.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them.
That's good.
Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
Amazing they managed to survive so much.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties.
I fully predict that we're going to try and help the Ninth get back to normal as part of the next expansion.
Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships.
Also, the South Isles are
They are not
definitely a place
only
to explore.
surviving, they are happy, in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, a city rises.
You
A
have to
noble
ask
city
permission, and
with
generally
noble
speaking, I'd
purpose.
have to know you first before I feel comfortable letting people do that. So, join my Discord and chat with me. And once I get to know you a bit and I've seen your art on the Discord, then I certainly would be opposed to allowing it. But I have to get to know you first. Oh dear. What's up with Lummel?
Is aught the matter, Lummel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
What is it?
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
Ah.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Yeah, send it via Discord and we can certainly take a look at things. At present, I'm not in a financial state to buy any art off people, but feel free to share things in the Discord and see how people feel. I just don't like doing it on my lives because can't really have control over it then if somebody's rude about things. So there are some people that are a bit too forceful with trying to get people to buy things, and yeah. I appreciate asking. It is always a good sign. Is it broke? Yep. Oh no!
No, she's going to kill me!
Yep.
Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electro engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Yep. She is not gonna be happy with you.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please! I beg you! Please!
I love this guy already. Good actor.
I suppose that's that then.
No, it's absolutely fine. I just have to want to acknowledge the fact that presently my financial situation is not the best, so I can't exactly buy things. In fact, I'm actually trying to sort out my own money with a GoFundMe, which I should really remember to start putting the message on that more often in the stream. Ayane should be waiting just past that part. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lummel, what did you do?
Okay, that's a sister, alright.
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
Love her.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
Yeah, he made a whole show of getting on his knees. Oh.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
She is going to murder him in his sleep.
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty decent, but again, no money. So I can't actually buy anything off of anyone. As much as I wish I could get more art, I literally cannot afford it. Like, if I don't get more money into the GoFundMe soon, I'm not even going to be able to afford rent this month. That is how desperate my situation is.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please, don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
Yay.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. You'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down.
Alexandria.
Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Yeah. Aye, he took care of the beasts in one fell swoop.
Just the one! Incredible!
So, the mine is safe for mining again?
Should be.
Hooray!
We solved their electro problems. Just try to get here.
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful.
Of course.
And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, Shall we assist Iane with her repair work?
Yeah, we can do that. I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I am Cryle, and this is Sparks. Accompanying Lamo is Grahatia, our own technological enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It's strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need you. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything in working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter. I can handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the first time, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. If I'm off to mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to discharge ether of slain creatures. I offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as level as I should break it yet again. I do have this, though. Toss them as sprite, and you can suppress its ability to sense ether nearby. Gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. So, we need to fight them? We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running. First, that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot the well in advance. I would hate for you to endure while helping us. Understood. Let's forget the code one line, right now? Yep. Now, of course, I'm the one that has to backtrack. Though you scan the others, you know lightning sprites. No lightning. Oh, here we go. Investigation music. Oh, there they are. Time to test your tossing arm has arrived. Down. 2 to go. Yay. And back we go. I do wish this area had its own etherite. It's a shame that it doesn't. Maybe when the place gets repaired, they'll do it. Because I fully expect this location is going to be important later. You're back. Were there many sprites? Just a handful on your route then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. Much obliged. That was thinking while being new city if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. To check on her, she started off in the direction of the town hall. Though there are several of the moves close around, none appear to be crowd. Perhaps one spotted passing through though. Hello there. You're looking a mighty lost there, lad. How's I can help with? I've seen a woman in a yellow hood. I presume you mean Crow. Had a great old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she stayed by hand. I can't believe I missed that lightning spray till it was right on top of me. Thanks to her that I got out unscathed. A bit awkward striking up a conversation after that, and it's been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. It's kind of last good at putting folks at ease, like Miali. I enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though. Sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was saying more than how, I'd let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. Yeah, I fully expect the Southern Isles and the rest of the Ninth are going to be the major destinations of the next expansion. It seems like it's building towards us exploring Kryle's backstory more and more. She's becoming a lot bigger of a character.
Were you looking for me?
Yep. I'm saying how she started, after all.
I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear?
Always.
The Source and the Ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it. Remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever.
You grew up in the Source. This choice should be easy.
When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents...
I see.
It struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place. And the me I could have been.
And now that you have...
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends, and knowing now the challenges they face. What would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the Source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Good question to ask. Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now. Whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. Hope we've kept Tiani waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble. Unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
Okay.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Okay.
Might I ask a more personal question?
Okay.
We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
Good question.
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me.
Aww.
That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes, or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Next mission. Earlier you said that your brother couldn't get into too much trouble if he was with Raha. How much trouble is it precisely? One would think they ought to have returned by now. Oh, there they are. No, Sweden. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you against us. I take it Miali's curiosity is sated for the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria as well as events involving the key. She was more interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we should discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Of course. She'd love to go straight away. We are waiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miali herself is making her rounds to the city. We have time. What quest are we on? We get the quest that's actually titled Into the Mist. That'll be when we know we're caught up with the main scenario. But I don't have long. 5 minutes, I'm gonna get ready to go.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say.
Yay.
Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Yay.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
This is an evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelter. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelter. The Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelter.
Doom train? Explain.
The Doom Train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it?
Apparently.
I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom Train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails.
Well, we need to deal with that.
It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time! And you'll be right in its path!
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
Yeah, we're gonna deal with that.
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness!
It won't be the first time I fought a train. Trust me, we can handle this.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
Yeah.
The Doom train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
Yay.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
Yep.
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Ayane, I'll do whatever it takes. Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Yep.
Lomal.
Aw.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it is Sparks. You must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, all creatures continue to follow, they may well gather additional minions and draws more. There's no telling you how many may charge Treно's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps you're stolen while we are guard here. I'm inclined to agree, Sparks. While you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the events in the city. Among other things, you must do what we can to ensure assistance get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. This is certainly going to be an interesting battle. Alright, the place we're headed is the Bentini Depot. Although Treno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left need significant repairs. Thus will be taking on cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo is equipped with a portable barrier. Frankly, I'm great at my job. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini? Well, that's your problem. Certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Where we call home. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. Make for Bentini with haste. I'll have us there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle. Alright, once we get to the cutscene, we'll call it.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train.
Okay.
I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom Train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it will plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that. Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Hell on rails. Love it. Well, that'll be where we have to stop for now because I need to get ready and head to work. Well, it's been fun. I am looking forward to getting to do more later. So, yeah. I hope we've all had a good time, and I look forward to continuing things next time. Until then, as always, I'm in Sparks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See yas!